The harsh reality of it is the altered reality is gone. But now we have a replacement. Harsh Reality Pearl, essentially the same thing. I've got 2 of them today, one one-handed, one two-handed, and then I'm gonna have a two-handed comparison, which I'm regretting a little bit right now because I don't feel great about the two-handed game at the moment, but maybe something will click during the video and we'll be okay. But as always, I'm gonna move all over the lane, talk about the ball, see where it fits, and hopefully that's enough information to determine whether you wanna get this thing or not. Oh, pure. That's it, done. I haven't been throwing a lot of good shots lately, so we'll take my one and we'll fly. So what is this thing? Strong pearlized cover, very strong core. What does that mean? Probably needs some oil, even though it's shiny. For those lower rev rate players out there or higher ball speed for league, I think this is what is in play. For the tournament bag, this would be your kind of big, clean, asymmetric ball. Right now we've got Attention Star, which I brought two-handed. Among exotic gem, balls like that, this is the realm where that fits. So I'm moving a few here, and as I said, we're just gonna keep moving around the lane and see what we can do with this thing. Just right. I got this feeling rising through the ceiling, singing, ooh, darling, you got me feeling alright. Let me show you I was made to hold you. So lose your shoes and dance with me, dance with me, dance with me tonight. Not a great shot by any means, but I don't know what we're bowling on, honestly. We should probably start asking the lane man what he's putting out there so we at least can tell you what we're bowling on. At the very moment, I don't know what's going on. We find out eventually. They're pretty flat in the middle. My goal, I'm trying to throw it right at 5 for the most part. As I move left, my break point might come a little closer to the head pin. For now, we're shipping it. Just don't let go. Ah! That's the two-handed shot, but in slow motion. What more to say? Altered reality replacement. I like the altered reality. It was that big, clean, asymmetric piece that I needed. I liked it for the cliff because the core really wanted to pick up in the oil, and when it got to the dry, if I was far enough left, it would really kind of stabilize off of it, roll off it. What does cliff mean? It just means there's a lot of oil in the middle of the lane and a lot of hook to the right. And the worse the cliff is, the harder it is to find that in-between spot. You know, sometimes when you're right on the cliff, we say, is when you're too close to the hook, but if you miss to the left, it doesn't hook at all. That makes it really tricky. Typically happens on a house shot that's been bowled on for a long time. The dead opposite of what's happening here. I don't know how many we've moved so far, but we've struck every time, and this ball's proving to be at least versatile enough for me to strike from different spots, so I don't hate it. That one may not strike. So a little elbowy there, but I'm still hitting the pocket. Maybe it's not as hard as I'm making it sound, and I really don't. They're pretty hittable. Maybe not the ball I would throw right now for what's going on. Seems a little sharp. Could just take it down with some surface. Might make it pretty good, and by down, I mean more surface. Out of the box, these bowling balls come at 1500 polish, so even though they're shiny, they got 1500 grit underneath, give you the teeth it needs to pick up. I'm not afraid of this one not hooking. Not bad. Pretty good. We can just forget the deadlines, leave them in the 9 to 5. Let's not waste another life. That's actually the best I've seen that ball roll so far. So, you know, I am able to change my ball speed, change my axis rotation, things like that to create different shapes. And obviously if you can do different things, your arsenal becomes bigger and bigger. So if you can do 2 things, let's say you could change your ball speed, you have 2 speeds, now your 6-ball arsenal becomes 12. And then if you just keep adding tools to the bag, things that you can do, it just makes your arsenal bigger and bigger. The hard part is figuring out what to do when. Even the pros struggle with that at times. So now we're right up against the ball return. We strike from here. We're just gonna pick up the two-handed balls and roll with it. That's left. All right, we'll try one more. Not the greatest shot in the world, but again, I need some practice. I did just win a tournament, but I'm not gonna thank my physical game. It was more mental than anything. Physically, I don't feel great. I like the format. I like the chess matches of 3-game totals. I liked what I liked. I saw what I saw. I got what I got. All right, that was a little ambitious. So typically with the really strong bowling balls, moving that far left gets kind of tough because the balls want to lock up kind of quick. And by lock up, I mean they hook early, they go straight. Once you get into this part of the lane, typically you're throwing symmetric balls that round off it a little easier. They get down the lane easier, so they'll pop off the spot harder. People always tend to think about hook as left to right. I don't like to think of it that way because it's hard to define left to right. Any bowling ball can hook X amount left to right, but most bowling balls are earlier or longer based off of how strong they are, and that's how we look at it. So to me, when that happens, even though it went light, I think the ball's too strong because as it's crossing the lane, struggling to make the turn. So at this point, I'd probably have to rotate it a little more, maybe throw it a little slower to give it time to hook. Let's see if those things work. Yeah, so this is just not the right ball for this part of the lane for this style. Now, will it work two-handed? I'm pretty confident I can get a ball to hook from there two-handed. Can I execute a shot from there two-handed? We'll find out. Oh, and my one-handed layout is, I want to say 5 by 5 by 2.5. We'll go with that. All right, we got 4.5 by 4.5 by 3.5. I know the layout on this one because I scribe it into my bridge. I don't really want to move right, but I'm going to just to see where we're at. And like I said, I'm not throwing a great two-handed right now, so hopefully it's good enough to at least throw a couple of strikes. Go. A little slow. I think I'm getting a little hesitant because I'm not confident how I'm throwing it right now. Typically when you're not confident, things kind of slow down, which is not good. Knowing what I know about that, let's try to pick things up. Increase the speed. So I just recently learned that I actually throw it faster, two-handed, more speed, more rev rate, more power. There we go. That's pretty good for you two-handers out there. Or does this ball fit in the same spot? Because bowling balls are just tools. There's no one-handed balls, there's no two-handed balls, there's no, okay, there are left-handed balls, but we're not gonna go into that. It's all about fitting balls where you need them, what you want them to do. Don't go into your pro shop asking, what's the best two-handed ball? What's the best straight player ball? There's no best ball for a certain style. Try to treat it like a box of tools. Yeah, there's different tools to do different things. Different bowling balls do different things. All right, moving left, because that's what we do on the PBA Tour. There's no shortage of hook. I felt like I missed all of that one, and it still came back, hit the pocket. Obviously not very good. I think I moved 7. Maybe not the best rack either. 3 and 4 here at Gold Coast historically has not the greatest racks, but let's try to make a better one. And then we'll throw the attention star, and I'll talk a little bit about the differences between these two bowling balls. What I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. I'm not going all technical. I didn't ask the ball wizard what's what. I'm just going based off of feel. Oh, a good one. That's crazy. I've thrown 2 good ones and 2 bad ones, and the 2 good ones struck. We're definitely not bowling league. If you guys watched the UFO alert episode, tough. And if you made it this far, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because we've fallen behind in the ratio. The 50-50 ratio has fallen below. We want to get back above. If it was 100%, we'd be almost at 500K. Help us out. Maybe we'll give away 500,000 bowling balls. I said maybe. I didn't say we will. We definitely won't. But it's free for you, helps us out a lot. We appreciate those of you that hit the red button. Hit us with that like for this shot. Where's the look button? That's pretty nice. All right, let's throw attention star. With how flat they are, seemingly, I'm not afraid to shift this one to the right because I am confidently feeling like it's gonna hook every time. Even on the bad ones, it still comes off it. I'm just gonna throw this one from the same spot. I may not throw it in the same spot, but I'm standing in the same spot. I'll see what it does. That's close. All right. I see Attention Star as a little bit cleaner, a little bit smoother. That was a terrible example because I don't repeat two-handed shots very well. That is what I am feeling based on what I have done so far, what I've thrown, the shots I've thrown. I guess I've been bowling for about 45 minutes, but this is definitely a ball down for me off of the Harsh. Harsh Reality Pearl. Also, I like the colors. I'm from San Francisco. I'm a Giants fan, not a Warriors fan. Let me know what you're a fan of in sports, but I am from the Bay, so I like the colors of the Harsh Reality and the Harsh Reality Pearl. Making a move, 2 boards, 2 and 1. Rotated. Stone 9. Let's throw a shot there with the Harsh. The biggest difference I see, I mean, they both fit the category of clean, strong, asymmetric bowling ball. The biggest thing I'm seeing, this one goes forward faster. It straightens out faster, which to me means stronger. So let's try to throw a good one here. Wasn't a good one. Like I said, I have been struggling a little two-handed. I don't know if the timing's off or my wrist just doesn't feel very good, but it hasn't been great. But that's okay. Peaks and valleys, it's never just a linear line up. We go through phases where things are good. We go through phases where things don't feel so good, and that's okay. It's really important that we just work through them. This one will be good. That one was not great. But even so, location wasn't super far off. The flatness of the pattern really kind of took over there, but this one's gonna lock up faster. It's gonna read earlier, go this way faster. Whereas the Attention Star is gonna be a little more gradual. In conclusion, this ball is gonna go towards the top of the bag. Gonna be your cleaner, strong piece. If I had a 6-ball bag and let's say I had a urethane ball, a big, strong ASIM ball like a gem, this one would be the 3rd ball, 3rd slot, and then I'd have my 2 benchmark balls kind of in the middle, probably Ion Pro, maybe some other clean ball, and then a weak ball, like a Hustle or an IQ Ruby. Let's just hook it now. Maybe this is just not the angle to play. Ship it there, a little too far, dangerous angles. You want messengers. I know how to throw messengers here. We're moving back to the right. Don't tell anybody on tour I said that. And let's get it. You should see Jesse's face right now. I literally just talked about throwing a messenger and I did it on command. I think that might mean I need to switch, right? Well, let me know now in the comment section. This has been the 900 Global Harsh Reality Pearl. Comes out July 21st, I believe. If that's not the date, then hopefully the right one's on the screen somewhere. Yeah, if you feel like this one fits what you need, go to your Storm VIP Pro Shop, grab yourself a Harsh Reality Pearl. Thanks for watching.